What's up, guys? Ray Frelm here. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon. Make sure to be checking this out on social media as well and all my other video places this video will be on. Make sure to be liking, commenting, give me some feedback. This will also be on Spotify under the Rafe Nation podcast for you guys under audio, because I know a lot of you can't catch a video of mine sometimes, and audio is the best thing, or you're working and you can't watch video, or you don't have enough time on a smoke break or whatever, and you guys just want to listen to me talk and ramble and go on tangents and things like that. So I aim to please. And I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I haven't said this in a moment. I want to thank you all from everybody that stuck by me since that other situation with the podcast and stream team went to shit. I want to thank you guys, man. All of you, man. You guys are the real ones, man. Like, have been standing by my side, giving me feedback. I got a huge audience of people that listen to my podcast. I got a huge audience to have people that watch my videos and things like that. Man, I want to thank you, man. I am truly blessed. A lot of you have stood by me. A lot of people didn't listen to the noise, and a lot of you are still here listening to me go on a tangent and being your devil of streaming and the devil of video making, and people just call me the Kiwi and things like that. I want to thank you guys, man, from the bottom of my heart. If it wasn't for you guys, there would be no me. And even with my struggles in the last couple of weeks of my health declining a little bit and getting back into health and trying to get back into the form of being what I was when it came to streaming the marathon, man, it's like, I appreciate each and every one of you, man, and I continue this fight, and I continue to do this full time for you guys, because I get up out of bed for you, because you're the royal ones that, give me the feedback and tell me what's up. And I just want to say thank you to all of you. I'm truly humbled. I'm truly blessed. I am just truly all about, what's going on, as far as streaming and gaming goes and tech and things like that. And I hope to continue the rest of this year to bring you guys the best content that I can. I am working on bringing a co-host in, doing a gaming podcast. There's a lot of things I'm going to be doing on the Rafe Nation side of things for you guys, because I love you guys, and keep with me, because you know what? We're going to be selling this bitch all the way to greatness. And like I said, we're working hard, and I'm working hard, and I put up a lot of videos for you guys because I love you. And anyway, let's get into talking about Dynamite, the go-home show for AEW's Double or Nothing. This show was awesome. Like, honestly awesome. This was better than the Snorefest from NXT and Raw. Hopefully SmackDown's better. Hopefully the go-home show for that is better. We'll be watching that as well, and Rampage for the go-home shows for Night of Champions and Double or Nothing. So we kick off with Orange Cassidy and Kyle Fletcher. And again, Aussie Open signed an official contract with AEW, which was kind of shocking. Hopefully we get Will Ospreay. I think that would be good. Aussie Open and Will Ospreay on AEW Dynamite and Collision. Man, that'll be fire. Or Ring of Honor. Either way, I'm happy with all that. Aussie Open is a great tag team. I believe one of them is hurt right now. And once they get back to being full strength, man, Aussie Open on Dynamite, it's going to be, or Collision, or even Rampage, or Ring of Honor is going to be great. I mean, for AEW, it's just great. They just picked up a really good tag team, and they're filling their roster. They're stacking it up. They're doing good things. Orange Cassidy defeats Kyle Fletcher in a typical fashion. Goes for an orange punch. Kyle gets out of that. And then at the end of it, there was a drop kick on the outside. Fletcher sprinted into a dive before turning Cassidy inside out with a lariat. And again, this match was great. Honestly, no complaints here. And then mostly of a game of catch me if you're doing during the commercial break. Cassidy kept rolling away from Fletcher. Finally blocked a DDT to a half suplex right as they returned break. Cassidy fired off a Slumdog Millionaire and a DDT for the two. Cassidy tried to go for the ropes and got booted on the apron. Fletcher went for a suplex. Cassidy avoided that, caught a crossbody into a Fletcher Muku driver for a 2. After the series counter, Fletcher went to another brainbuster, and Cassidy countered into his own double down. Cassidy hit the Muku driver of his own, but rolled up and allowed Fletcher to hold on into the cradle. Cassidy with the 2 tombstone pile drivers. Fletcher went into the corner. Dispute. Cassidy trying to avoid it. Suffered an avalanche Muku driver to close the near fall. Fletcher went for a grand stone, but Cassidy spiked with him with a DDT. Cassidy went for the orange punch. Fletcher countered, went for a Grimstone, but Cassidy countered into a roll-up for the 1-2-3. That was one hell of a match, and that was a lot for me in my notes to put out there to you guys. But again, like I said, Orange Cassidy, baller, straight balling. I think he's going to lose that international title with that whole battle royal that's going at Double or Nothing. I think he's putting his title up on the line. So if he doesn't finish in the top 4, or I believe he doesn't win the match in general, he's going to lose the title. So I think he's going to lose the title. But anyway, let's get into this. Renice Raquette backstage with Ricky Starks, asked about a disqualification loss last week, and Jay White. Starks fully is aware of his actions and took the matter into his own hands this Sunday. Stark will focus his energy on winning the Blackjack Battle Royale. Starks was also attacked from behind by Juice Robinson and Jay White, who smacked him with the chair in the back, and while said Bullet Club Gold is not done making Starks' life a living hell yet. So we're going to see them in the Battle Royale, so there's that. FTR addresses their Double or Nothing title defense. He said Wheeler said it would be easy for Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal to get where they need to be politicking and wrestling. The truth is we outsmart FTR every step of the way, but at Double or Nothing, their luck is going to run out. Hardwood said Jarrett has broken 1 million guitars but can't stay relevant, so he attacked his name of greatness tag team in the world. If Jeff Jarrett thinks he is going to be the head of the tag team division and will be 2 rejects from TNA, that's not going to happen. Double or Nothing, Jarrett will have to call Queen of the Mountain for a job security. Dax didn't make Karen Jarrett instead of Dixie Carter. Anyway, Mark Briscoe came out and Wheeler and said every night he ate to be made, but not to make Lethal and Jarrett make him look stupid. Wheeler said that they went into the back and Mark and his brother 3 times. Briscoe asked Hardwood what the pile driver meant a few weeks ago, and Hardwood said it was a mistake and wanted to handshake Briscoe and slap him in the face as Wheeler tried to be the peacemaker while Briscoe left the ring, heads up of the ramp, and shoved Karen Jarrett and Sundre Dutt out of his way, and then slapped Jarrett and told Lethal his boy, but he was tired of the BS, I should say. Renice Raquette backstage with Sammy Guevara as Raquette said MJF wanted to relay a message. The offer still stands. Guevara will lay down at Double or Nothing. Guevara said, hell no, he's not for sale. His whole life people wanted him to buy him out of his dream. Guevara said MJF can shove the offer up his ass and is not the man who makes AEW, or the title that makes the man, or whatever. Anyway, we get to the House of Black. This match was really good. Again, House of Black is no joke. I wish they have more title defenses on AEW Dynamite, hopefully with Collision being a thing and Rampage being its own entity, and them having special focus and stuff. Hopefully they get more title defenses over on those 2 other shows. I don't think Dynamite's going to be the thing for the trios titles, but I think House of Black could be a thing on Collision, honestly. Again, like I said, this match, AR Fox, like people were sleeping on this. Mantalik, AR Fox, and Christian. These guys have been on Ring of Honor for a while fighting for those trios titles. A lot of people don't watch Ring of Honor. A lot of you sleep on Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is really good. These guys have been featured primarily on Ring of Honor, and they brought in Ring of Honor stuff into Dynamite tonight. I wasn't really the biggest fan of it, but I understand they got to get some featurement of this stuff because they want Warner Brothers Discovery to sign Ring of Honor. I could see Ring of Honor on the Max app, to be honest with you, as a trial run to see how it goes, to see if they want to put bigger shows on the Max app. But at the end of the day, again, like I said, this was awesome. This match was awesome. The House of Black did win. Brody King, too much Brody King. I knew they were going to win. Christian took the pinfall. It is what it is at the end of the day. This match was awesome. Again, House of Black needs more featurement, honestly. And I don't know. I heard in certain other shows that as I was watching some of the watch-alongs as well as I was watching mine, or watching, the show as I was eating dinner, some of the shit that I was hearing, like they need more featurement as singles wrestlers. No, they just need more featurement as a trios champions. They need to be featured more. There needs to be more vignettes. There needs to be more with Julia Hart. There needs to be more. Like, I feel like they're just left off the card and then they just put them wherever they need to be put. Hopefully with Collision on June 17th, that all changes, and we get more featurement of the House of Black. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing Brody King or Buddy Matthews literally becoming international champion. I wouldn't mind that either, to an extent. Or maybe Aleister Black. I wouldn't mind that, to be honest with you. We'll see how that goes. We get the four pillars facing off one last time for a head of Double or Nothing. And again, this was kind of weak. Honestly, a little weak. This was kind of the weak side of things. I mean, MJF comes out, cuts his typical promo as the Devil. And then, the four pillars, like I said before, Darby Allin, no joke, could cut a nice promo. I think, if you wanted to go with him on Sunday, I think it's going to go back to MJF. I think MJF is going to retain here because you're bringing in CM Punk next month and you kind of want to open up those wounds again. I would. Or they go with what they were planning, Chris Jericho, and that's what they're going to go with. So we'll see how that goes. But the four pillars, again, MJF walks out and immediately says, "Cut my music." He slips Tony Schiavone a drink and threw it in his face, which was scalding hot, I guess. And Taz, which prompted Taz to a huge pop. MJF went into the ring and said, "It's funny that they call this Sin City. It should be called Virgin Vegas." MJF said that he wants Sammy Guevara's tongue to get stuck in a light socket, Darby Allin to climb Mount Everest and on his shoelaces, united, Jack Perry to get thrown into an echo chamber and have listened to himself talk to himself. We got more homegrown talent than other places. That's what he said. We're not like those other guys that just come in here and just get an automatic push. We are the guys, basically. So basically, that's what he was saying. What a promo, but at the same time, we've heard this from MJF before. So again, this was a good promo. Then you have Darby Allin coming out basically saying he was sleeping in cars. He got a call from AEW to make this happen. If it wasn't for AEW, there would be no him. There would be no center stage. Then we had hit him winding up. I guess MJF winded up and hit him with a punch. And then basically, from my understanding, hit him with a punch. And then basically, Sammy Guevara came out. MJF left the ring. Jungle Boy was off to the side. The whole thing was a little chaotic, but it was funny at the same time. So again, I totally get it. Taya Valkyrie defeats Lady Frost. Lady Frost is great shit. Has been winning matches left and right over on Ring of Honor. Taya Valkyrie beats her easily with a Road to Valhalla. I hope Taya Valkyrie does win on Sunday's Double or Nothing. I really hope Jade Cargill does lose finally. Now, you may be asking, what is Jade Cargill going to fight for? They got Collision coming. They could give her the women's belt over there. If they decide to do that, she could be Ring of Honor champion. She could be whatever she wants to be. They have a lot of stock in her. She could do whatever the hell she pleases at the end of the day. I just want to see that TBS title go to somebody else finally, and let's get Chris Statlander back. Let's get some of these talents back. Thunder Rosa's coming back. Let's spread open that division a little bit. Make that into your second women's title. I wouldn't be surprised if that TBS belt, when Collision happens, gets retired. And I wouldn't be surprised if they make another women's belt for Collision and call it the Collision's women's title. Wouldn't be surprised if they have their own women's roster for that. I thought maybe we would see Mercedes Moné at some point at Double or Nothing. I think that's what they were going to go for, but she got hurt. You got the New Japan Strong. You got a promo for that for Nightingale, which is good because you can have that belt defended on your television shows going forward. I think Nightingale is ready. They've always had her as like the top person, but not ready for to be the top person. But it looks like New Japan pulled that trigger, and hey, good on her, man. But it was supposed to be Monet winning that title, and unfortunately, Monet's got an ankle injury, so it looks like Monet is going to be out for 4 to 5, maybe 6, depending on if it needs surgery and things like that. We got Tony Khan announcing collision. What stadium or what arena it's going to be in, and it's going to be in Chicago, like we all thought. So it's CM Punk country. Looks like CM Punk's going to show up, like everything I said in my prior video. CM Punk's showing up, and we're going to get it on. Thank God for that. We finally got a conclusion to everything that went on with CM Punk. I covered that on this channel. Again, CM Punk coming back is best for business. I think the ratings will be fantastic on June 17th. I'm predicting probably 1.2 million people are going to watch, maybe a little bit more. But again, like I said, Tony Khan said it's going to be in the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. Right? He said to the crowd, immediately started chanting CM Punk. But it's a foregone conclusion. CM Punk is showing up. They're going to sell out that joint. CM Punk's going to come out on the mic. And it's going to be gangbusters. So anyway, that's that for Tony Khan's announcement. They said the first episode will be, he pretty much praised the MJ and Grand when they first started out, and then it went into pretty much what the announcement's going to be. One thing I don't like about Tony Khan is the fact that he doesn't go in the middle of the ring and make an announcement. That's the one thing. It's like pre-tape, looks like it's in a green screen, like in the back of a truck. He needs to come out and announce the crowd. You know what I mean? Go to the crowd. This is the one thing I do like about Vince McMahon and Triple H when they make an announcement that I like about WWE over AEW. That's one thing I wish AEW would, kind of fix. Alex Marvez backstage with Adam Page and asked about his status and his friendship with Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. And Page said his relationship with the Young Bucks will always be best friends. While he and Kenny Omega were different, he said he views them as family and find themselves in the anarchy in the arena. They said they tried to take an eye out and hurt Matt's arm, Nick's shoulder, and somehow cast Omega Don Callis at Double or Nothing. The BCC will pay him blood. So good. We got a good little thing. And then we got Adam Cole and Chris Jericho's contract signing. This was great. Basically, Adam Cole says, sign the contract, bitch. I'm going to break you limb for limb. We get Sabu here. Sabu shows up. Sabu's going to be in Adam Cole's corner. I'm excited about that. I'm not the biggest Sabu fan because I heard he's not the kindest guy in the world. But at the end of the day, I'm happy to see him here. It looks like the match is going to be literally chaotic, but it's going to be a good one personally. So I have Adam Cole going over Chris Jericho in this. I think this is going to be Adam Cole's, send-off technically into that world championship. I think it's going to be him and MJF for the title at Forbidden Door. I'm really starting to believe that. They're going to build that up there for Adam Cole versus MJF for the World Heavyweight title. I think that's going to be your next defense. That's my beliefs, but I have I have Adam Cole beating Chris Jericho handedly, leaving Chris Jericho in a pile of rubble. Because they got to write Chris Jericho off of Dynamite and put him on Collusion. So you have Chris Jericho get hurt here, and then you bring him in to go against CM Punk to start off the first feud with, you bring the Jericho Appreciation Society to conclusion, and that's how you do that. Or they break up the Jericho Appreciation Society, and then we write Chris Jericho off for a minute, and then we bring him back to conclusion, hopefully. Roderick Strong defeats Daniel Garcia. This made sense. You have Roderick Strong doing the Hardick and 1, 2, 3 against Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia is not bad talent, but he's more of a Ring of Honor guy to me and less of the sports entertainment stuff. So, sorry, my allergies are just kicking in. I've taken so many takes of this video, and my nose is now finally getting clogged again. So, sorry about my voice changing from up to down. My apologies. Sorry if you hear me snorting. My bad. Roderick Strong, man, like no joke here. And again, I'll read you the end of the match. So Garcia continues to dance as Taz made a perfect Alex Wright name drop. Strong fired back a drop kick, charging knee, slam for 2, a Lee captured back breaker by Strong to lead to Garcia responding to an overhand chop, rock bottom for a near fall of his own. Garcia sinks in the Dragon Tamer, but Strong turns it into a kick free hit, death by Roderick Strong and the End of Heartache for the victory. 1, 2, 3. That's how that match ended. A video showing Will and Nightingale. I've already talked about that. And then we get into the tag team match of the night. Again, like I said before, this match went on for a while. The tag team match was a typical, you knew fuckery was going to happen, and then you had Matt Jackson coming out and holding, I think, Claudio Castagnoli, and literally Willie Udy ate the finisher, I believe, how we go with that. Again, like I said before, these matches were great, not bad, a better go-home show than WWE for Night of Champions. Just saying, flat out, hands down. No complaints. Anyway, I didn't miss anything here. Rampage looks like you're going to have the Acclaim with Daddy Ass taking on Roosh and Preston Vance, Britt Baker, and Sheeta versus Nyla Rose and Maria Shafir. You have Ethan Page and the Guns in action. You have Big Bill and Lee Moriarty taking on Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta. And, Double or Nothing looking really good. The go-home show for Rampage looks decent. Again, my name is Ray Farrell. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon. I want to thank all of you for sticking by me and doing the things, man. Love you all. I love the fact you guys are watching the videos. A lot of likes more than dislikes. I appreciate that from all of you. Much love to everybody. Let's keep this going. Keep the fun. Keep the hype. And as I always say, man, don't be a tribalist to wrestling, man. Love wrestling. Love pro wrestling, man. We're going to be back tomorrow with Impact and Ring of Honor, man. I can't wait to get back into reviewing Ring of Honor shows and things like that and stuff like that. Anyway, love you guys. Don't be a tribalist. Don't be a fangirl or fanboy for wrestling products. Love all wrestling. Support your local indies. Support everything to do with wrestling, man. And like I said before, I'm here to cover wrestling. I'm here to have fun. I don't have an allegiance to any of these companies. I just like good pro wrestling, and tonight was good pro wrestling. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.